Hey everyone, it's Matt here. Welcome back to another episode of Savant's Tech Talk. In today's era, Netflix is known as the go-to streaming platform for series and films. However, most people are unaware that the platform was introduced in the late 1990s with a subscription-based model that focused on sending DVDs to customers' homes in the United States. Netflix still operates on a subscription-based model. So to put it simply, the more users the platform has, the higher its revenue. In fact, the overall revenue can be seen as a function of four things: the rate that people join, the acquisition rate of new members, cancellation rates, and the cost of membership. In today's video, we'll look at how important the recommendation system is for Netflix, and then we'll look at how the Netflix recommendation system works. As always, if you find this topic interesting, then you can let us know by hitting that like button and subscribing to this channel for more videos. You can also let us know if you find it interesting by saying so in the comments section down below. Now let's jump into it. So how important is the recommendation system for Netflix? Netflix gains most of its stream time, in fact 80% of it, through the platform's recommendation system. And 80% is an incredible number. The platform considers that providing a great customer experience will lead to a better retention rate, and this leads to saving on the customer acquisition. So you're probably wondering, how does the recommendation system work? As I mentioned earlier, over 80% of the content people watch on Netflix is found through its recommendation system. So does this mean that most of the shows you decide to watch on the platform result from the smart suggestions made by an algorithm? Well, let's dive into it. Netflix leverages machine learning and algorithms to help users preconceive notions and discover content that they might not have previously watched. To achieve this, it looks at threads within the content instead of depending on broad genres to generate predictions. This demonstrates how 1 in 8 users who watch one of Netflix's Marvel series are recommended to watch comic book-based series on the platform. To dive deeper into it, think of a three-legged stool. These legs are the Netflix users, taggers who know everything about the shows, and the machine learning algorithm that extracts data and puts things together. While the platform has more than 100 million users globally, if the multiple user profiles of every person are taken into consideration, this brings the total to nearly 250 million active profiles. What is seen from those profiles is data like what people watch, what they watch list, shows that they've watched before, have watched recently, and even what time of the day. This information forms the first leg of the metaphorical stool. This data is then included with additional data aimed at identifying the content of the shows. The second leg of the stool is collected from multiple freelancers and in-house staff that watches every show on the platform and then tags it. These tags consist of whether the piece of content is a masterpiece, if it has an ensemble cast, or if the show stars a superhero. Netflix considers all of these tags and other user data and then leverages the machine learning algorithms to identify the most important ones. For example, how much should it matter if a user watched a piece of content yesterday? Should that count less or more compared to what they watched a year ago? What if they watched that content a month ago? What if they watched only 10 minutes of the show and left it? Or if they binged it for a couple days? So how does Netflix prioritize it? This is where machine learning really comes into the picture. What these three things bring to us is the taste communities from around the world. It's about users who watch similar kinds of content. Users fit into various taste groups, and there are a lot of them. This is what affects the recommendations that pop up on the top of your screen, what genre is displayed, and how each row is segmented for each user. The tags used for machine learning algorithms are the same globally. In any case, a smaller subset of tags is used that feeds directly into the user interface and differs based on country, language, and cultural context. These tags have to be fit into ways that make sense. For example, the word gritty, as in a gritty drama, might not translate to foreign languages. The information that Netflix puts into its algorithms can be segregated into two types: explicit and implicit. Explicit information is what the users actually say that they want. For example, if they like The Queen's Gambit, the platform knows it through the thumbs up sign. Implicit information is the behavioral data. So this includes information that the user didn't directly say. For example, if you binge watch the Vikings for a couple of nights, the algorithm senses that behaviorally. It's important to note that the majority of data is implicit. Netflix puts together all of this information to help users discover new content and shows to watch. It does this by looking at behavioral patterns that push viewers towards a particular show, like the Marvel characters that make up the Defenders. Of course, there are even more evident trends, including shows with strong women leads like Emily in Paris, steering people towards Jessica Jones. Or shows that unveil a dark side of society are shown to encourage viewers to watch Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Netflix has done a great job integrating artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science into their recommendation system. It does so through a product-based approach that first focuses on the business objective and then on AI solutions. When leveraged in the right way, artificial intelligence can do wonders. We've seen how efficient and apt AI solutions can be in tailoring the experience for the benefit of both the users in terms of overall satisfaction and companies like Netflix in terms of subscriptions. So there we have it, a look at how Netflix uses machine learning and algorithms to power its recommendation system. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to let us know by hitting that like button and subscribing to this channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.